then we will pull it up on the screen in a minute. So the warm-up, we're gonna start out with one round with lighter weights if we have them available, and then we would go into another round with what we think we would use for the workout. And if we don't have two different weights, we could just do the same as the first round twice, basically. So it's gonna start out with 3 strict pull-ups if you have a pull-up bar, or we could do 6 bent over rows. So we could do those with either 2 dumbbells. I'll show you some options here. So I have 2 dumbbells here. So I can do 6 bent over rows with the 2 dumbbells, keeping that back flat, pulling back towards my hips. Big thing here is we want to make sure we're not standing upright, pulling up, which turns it more into a trap exercise or shoulders. We want to be more hinged over, pulling back towards our belly button and hips, and then right back down. If we have difficulty with that, we can even hold on to something and do 1 arm at a time, 3 on one side, and we can switch and do 3 on the other. Or if you only have light dumbbells, you can do like 6 on each side to kind of make up for the weight difference there. And then we are going to go ahead and work through 6 push-ups. So we'll be doing a bunch of these in the workout today. So ideally, we want to build up to where we can do a plank push-up from the floor. If we're not quite there yet, we could go from the knees if we need to, or we could get like find an elevated surface to push up from. So like I could show you guys on this chair here. I could put my hands up on the chair, still thinking a nice tight plank, and I'm gonna go all the way down till the sternum hits and then push up like so. So that's some ways we can kind of modify the push-up. And then we have the air squat. So nice deep air squats, 9 reps. And then last movement is kind of maybe the most tricky. It's the double dumbbell power clean and jerks. So I'll show you what those look like. And there's a few things here. We did a single dumbbell clean and jerk on Saturday. So if you did that workout, just kind of think of those same things as when we drive that dumbbell up, you almost want to think of it as like a violent pop or jump almost. And then when we catch, you almost want to think of another jump or pop to get the dumbbells up overhead. So with the 2 dumbbells, there's a couple ways we could do this. We could go wider feet and touch one head of the dumbbells right between the feet, and then keeping those eyes forward, chest tall, drive up, and then up overhead, stand, bring it back down. Keeping it close on the way down too, so when I come down, I don't want to let it swing out, but I want to keep it close. I'm going to pull those elbows back and then drive those dumbbells straight back between my feet to make the path of least resistance there, to make those as easy as I can, or as efficient as I can. I could also do them outside my feet, so I could touch the ground right outside my feet, kind of jump up here, and then go up overhead, and same type of thing there. If we don't have 2 dumbbells, we could just do the same thing with 1, where we do, maybe in this case, we would do 3 on each side, or if they're really light, we do 6 on each side. And then we're gonna go through 1 more round of that with a heavier weight if you have a heavier weight available. And the only thing that changes on the heavier weight round is it would be 3 clean and jerks versus 6. And I'll pull that up on the screen here so you guys can see it. Let's see. Okay. There it is. So these are all the movements. This will get us nice and ready for the workout, just to kind of pretty much transition right into it. Let me know if you guys have some questions. Okay, so the workout today is pretty straightforward. So 15-minute AMRAP. It's kind of like a little bit of a play on Cindy, sort of. But we got to climb the ladder type of thing going on here with the dumbbell clean and jerks. So the way it goes is for 15 minutes. Basically, you're going to be doing a lot of Cindy, pretty much, is the bottom line. So we're starting with a round of Cindy. So 1 round of Cindy is also written down below in the description, but it's 5 strict pull-ups. If we don't have the pull-ups, we could do 5 single dumbbell rows on each arm. So that'd be 10 reps. Or we could do like double the amount if you have like an odd object. So you're using 2 arms. You do double the amount of odd object rows. Let's see. Or same thing with the bent over row. If you have like, it kind of depends on the weight you have available. So if your dumbbells are pretty light, maybe you do 10 bent over dumbbell rows versus to make up for the 5 pull-ups. Or if you have really heavy dumbbells, you can maybe just do 5 or 6. Something that you could do in like 1 set, pretty much, maybe 2 sets is kind of what we're looking for there. And then we go into 10 push-ups. Since you will be doing a lot of rounds of this, you might want to even think of breaking those push-ups up a little earlier than you might normally. So maybe like for those 10 push-ups, maybe right out of the gate, you just do 5 sets of 5 with a really short rest, just to kind of mitigate that fatigue there, if that tends to be something that where you kind of find yourself hitting the wall. I know I do usually with push-ups. And then you get to rest your upper body while you're doing your 15 air squats. So in the air squats, I recommend just a nice tempo that you could kind of keep breathing through, and try to really see if you can push yourself to do all 15 without stopping. Instead of stopping, try changing your tempo of like slower or faster, if that makes sense. So maybe towards the end of the 15 minutes, you start pushing the pace on those a little bit if you feel like you can. So following the round of Cindy, which each round of Cindy is, if we're doing the 5, 10, 15 is 30 reps. If you're doing, 10, 10, 15, then we're at 35 reps. So you'll want to, at the end of the day, we're going to basically, our score is our total reps. So if you did rows, you're going to have more reps probably than the person that did strict pull-ups. That's fine. Just write it in your comments below. And then we just go into, on round 1, it's just one single double dumbbell power clean and jerk. So you'll note there, it has suggestions of 50-pound dumbbells. So if you did one of those with 2 50-pounders, that's probably gonna be pretty challenging. So pick something that's gonna challenge you. If you only have one 50-pound dumbbell, maybe you do 1 on each side. Mm-hmm. Or if that's even too easy, maybe you start with 2, maybe you build by 2s. Maybe you go 2 on each side, and then on round 2, maybe you go 4 on each side. So kind of finding something where that will challenge you. But then so on round 1, right after the 1 dumbbell clean jerk, you're right back on Cindy. You're gonna go through Cindy again, and then 2 dumbbell clean jerks, and then 1 round of Cindy, and then 3 dumbbell clean jerks. And basically you just add a dumbbell clean jerk to each subsequent set. And that's the only thing that changes. So the Cindy stays the same the whole time. The dumbbell clean jerks increase in reps. So just finding an appropriate increase on those is gonna be key to making sure we get a good workout there. But it kind of boils down to Cindy mostly here. Does that make sense to everybody?
Corey, how many push-ups and air squats again?
So it's 10 push-ups and 15 air squats.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the typical Cindy's 5, 10, 15.
5, 10, 15. Okay.
But we might be doing like 10 rows versus 5 pull-ups.
Yep. But we can mix up the Cindy however we want to, right? Except the air squats you want to do all the way through.
And when you're doing the rounds of Cindy, you want to do them straight through. So all the rows first, all the push-ups, then all the squats.
Oh, so we shouldn't break up the push-ups?
What do you mean break it up? Like?
So push-ups is 10, right?
Yeah.
So not doing 5, 5, 5, 15. So start with a push-up, then do your pull-up thing, then push-up, and then an air squat?
No, it's meant to be straight through. So like do all of your rows, then all of your push-ups, then all of your squats.
Okay.
Yeah. So the strength work today is 5 giant sets, and I'll pull it up on the screen in a minute. And what each set has is basically a push. So it's written as 8 tempo bench press. If we don't have a bench, we can do it right on the floor with our dumbbells, or we can use an odd object or one single dumbbell. It just kind of depends on what we have available. And then we're going right into 8 double bent over rows if we have a double, or we could do a single. The one thing here is with both of them, there's a tempo of a 5-second negative. So basically the negative, so if I'm laying on the ground and I'm doing my bench, or if I'm on a bench, I would do a 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, and then push. And I would do that for 8 reps. So it's going to be a lot of focus. And it's going to start to probably build up and burn after a little bit of time. Same thing with the tempo rows. So on the rows, if I'm, if I have like one, maybe if I have one heavy dumbbell, I could do it with one like this. And on the rows, I would have a normal speed on the way up, and then it'd be 5 seconds on the way down. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, up. And then I would just count another 5 on the way down. So I do 8, 8 and 8, and then I rest 1 minute and then repeat. So that's it. Pretty simple.
So 8 and 8, that's 1 round.
Yeah, I guess let me show one thing real quick on the possibilities here. So on the ground, if I have 2 dumbbells, maybe I'm on the ground here like this for the bench press, and I would push up with normal speed and then 5 down, right? As soon as my elbows touch the ground, I go right back up. If I don't have 2 dumbbells, I could also do like 1 single dumbbell, kind of like this, where I hold it here, control down until my arms touch the ground, and then press explosively up. So I can still work it with 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell if I have to.